You know how much bacteria in a gram of topsoil? Healthy topsoil, a gram, thimbleful. 1 billion. 1 billion bacteria per gram. Yeah.
Every decision you make in your life is going to be based upon one of two things. There's no ever exceptions. And those decisions are going to be based upon either love or fear.
The most magical things that have happened have been the things that happen with no effort. By waiting, by being patient, by setting the stage, by being in the right place at the right time, yes, but not by doing so much. When you've reestablished an ecosystem, that's when you'll have birds coming in and other critters coming in and cleaning up as well as fertilizing, interacting with one another to create a balance in the microbial population that's in the soil and on the leaves of the plants.
New taste and desire emerging for this, like carefully made vegetables and grown fruit and everything.
For every little thing we need somebody else. You know, we are good at dialing phone numbers, you know, and driving we're good too, but we can't do our basic things anymore, like growing our own food. We don't know. It's a novelty, you know, so in just a few generations. In the morning when I go into the garden, I greet them, you know, like they're my brothers and sisters, or my children, but I'm really their child as well.
To take back that basic fundamental dominion over our lives of like, wow, we get to grow our own food, and then when we have that relationship to it, we're inspired by it, we feel connected, we want to take care of the earth because we see the way the cycle of the earth works.
And so our role as a consumer becomes put a face to your food. Go to the farmers markets, which have become a phenomenon in every city in the world, and ask people who are growing food how they're producing it, and choose the people who are doing the right thing. And then that automatically becomes, well, I'd better do that if I want to sell my produce, and it changes things quite quickly.
Bringing back the heritage and food culture that we miss in America. There's no cultural food heritage that, in comparison to European or South American cultural food heritage, it's a big melting pot of everybody's ideals of what they think is good for the food system. And unfortunately, what the mass thinks on a whole isn't good for the individual. Focusing on where our food supply comes from and kind of becoming more intimate with the process of food, and knowing that it just doesn't all come in plastic wrap and it doesn't just come on a plate, and it's not that easy to survive really if you aren't spoon-fed everything. And it kind of gives you a little bit more respect for what's going on and kind of humbles you, makes you realize what's important, makes you realize nutrition and, you know, the holistic movement of having your hands on the earth. And it's healthy. It's good to be outside, it's good to get all those vitamins and minerals in that fresh air, and it'll just create a more healthy, rounded individual.
So we come from the earth, we go back to the earth, and in between we garden.